we know Web3, and I believe AI is a big role. And we have one of the biggest Web3 AI companies which is Singularity. And I have my good friend here, Mario, which is the co-founder of SingularityDAO and the CFO for SingularityNET. How are you, Mario?
I'm amazing. Thank you so much.
No, you have to put the mic near.
Yeah, all good. Exciting times.
So tell us now, one of the things that confuse people in Web3, and this is me also, even 11 years now, that everyone sees Web3, that people are in Web3, most of them are not really with a big background. Like they just come, let's go.
Right.
So who's Mario? Now you're becoming a CFO, you're working in AI. Yeah. What is your background?
So I come from TradFi, traditional finance. I started in 2010 in the city of London, working for large American and European banks, working on debt capital markets. So I love economies, incentive systems, and value creation. And it was really exciting to start from there, but realizing that it's an obsolete system, I was looking for more, and I found crypto. And I'm even more blessed because on the crypto journey, I've come across Singularity, and I've been able to be part of the Singularity journey for 5 years now. And that has taken me to the AI world. So now we are at the forefront of crypto and AI, creating the new financial system and a new digital world. And that's really exciting.
So, as you guys know, there is, in Singularity, they own also Sophia, which is the robot, which is the first robot got granted the Saudi nationality.
Yeah.
How many years now?
7 years. 7 years ago. Yeah, first humanoid robot to become famous, first humanoid robot to become a citizen of a country. And, we believe Sophia is the positive face of AI and robotics. And it carries the message that Singularity wants to bring to the world, which is that AI should be decentralized, benevolent, and for the benefit of humanity. And the AI revolution is really overwhelming, and for some people, it creates fear. And Sophia can be that positive message that humans and machines can work together.
That's true. People see AI and they say, okay, there is an AI in Web 2 and there is an AI in Web 3.
Yeah.
Now I know the answer, but I'm going to give you the chance. Answer right. Why we have the merge today? We knew there is a merge between Singularity, Fetch, and Ocean Protocol to become artificial superintelligence.
Yeah.
Why this merge happened?
So, obviously, Singularity is the first AI crypto project we launched in 2017. So we're 7 years old now. And Fetch and Ocean are also pioneers. They launched in the 2019 cohort. So our vision is really to try to make an impact and give an option away from big techs, challenge them if possible. So it's a very big mission, creating artificial general intelligence and doing it so in a decentralized open source way. So with the advent of LLMs, OpenAI, and foundational models to the public, it has become clear that that is a big challenge that needs big resources. And so we all shared this view of wanting to innovate, following the rules of the decentralized world. And what we realize is that our ambitions are big and it's better to do it together. And we think that we should continue to do that. More collaboration, more integration. That's why we're called Alliance, Artificial Superintelligence Alliance, because if we want to make an impact in the world, it has to be done together with the right incentives. So we found at the beginning of this year with Ben, Janet, Humayun from Fetch, and the founders of Ocean, common ground on the fact that we share a vision, as well as on the fact that our tech stacks are complementary to each other. And if we all want to try to make this impact, we will all have to deal with the tech stacks that the others are experts on. And so we identified and thought the thesis is that together is better, and that integration of tech stacks is better than replication and redundancies.
my point with this as well, I think one of the merge reasons is that you want to fight the big companies that they are centralized.
Yeah.
You own zero of your data. You don't know how your data being used. And that's the power of decentralized. So can you tell me now on this?
Well, I think, and that's a statement we've always had in Singularity. AI and blockchain is kind of a match made in heaven. The AI economy has already changed the world and is about to completely disrupt almost everything that is non-physical economies. But there are the traditional digital world, traditional regulations, traditional financial incentives, financial payments are obsolete and not ready for what is about to come in AI. And you mentioned a couple of core challenges, for example, data management as a whole, from privacy, storage, access, monetization. There are no real great systems in the Web 2 world or traditional world to cater for the base that AI needs. AI uses and accesses data, personal data as well, leverages and monetizes it, but all those benefits right now are hyper-centralized. So blockchain and what we're trying to do is create the standard for a positive economy where machines and humans can interact with each other in a positive way. Data is one. Machine settlement is another thing. Obviously, if we have to go through normal payment system, we have credit cards, wires, banks. It's quite inefficient, especially on a global scale. And crypto has already solved that with instant peer-to-peer settlement cross-border. So we see blockchain and crypto as a tool for enhancement and creation of the AI economy that is to come. And both are inevitable and both are happening, but it's better if they happen together.
For me, I always say Sophia and Singularity with Ben and all the people behind without a soul, and the soul is coming from Janet. So she's the soul behind everything.
And the smile.
She's the spirit of everything, to be honest. Yes. I mean, she's one of the Web3 women that I always consider like she's a rock star, and she is. So today we have as well now SingularityDAO, and you're also going to do a merge with Cogito Finance.
Yes.
Tell us what is SingularityDAO, what is Cogito Finance, and what is the merge and why?
So, SingularityNET in 2020 launched a phase 2 program that had a few prongs. One of them was the acceleration of AI-driven, industry-focused tokenized companies. So what we call spin-offs internally. SingularityDAO was the first spin-off out of the SingularityNET ecosystem, and SingularityDAO is an on-chain asset management protocol with AI tools for trading and yield optimization. We launched in 2021, and we became the incubation experts of the ecosystem, and we launched all the other sister companies of SingularityNET, Nunet, Hypercycle, Rejuve, Cogito, and Sophiaverse. So as the main merger ASI manifested, we also looked around and thought, well, better together. So SingularityDAO is a DeFi proposition, and the Cogito has a regulated RWA asset management proposition with a live tokenized treasury funds product. So we looked at the future of the space in terms of money management and asset management. And the first thesis was, we are DeFi native, you have built our RWA proposition, the two are going to converge. So we should join forces and do it together so that we have the full suite of asset management products that are good for permissionless economy as well as for institutions. The second thought process was, we are in ASI, SingularityNET, and we want to tackle the AI economy. So we came up with Singularity Finance, which is soon to launch layer 2 for the tokenization of AI economy. We start with, in collaboration with Janet, SingularityNET, and Singularity Compute, tokenization of GPUs, hardware, so bringing native AI yield on chain and giving the opportunity of doing DeFi composability. And then we will work with ASI on tokenization of agents and foundational models.
By the way, he had to invite me for a dinner so I can approve on the on the DAO, because I hold tokens. And, he's a good businessman for sure.
99% yes.
So before, because we have 1 minute more, for people are building, because you also have incubation, right?
Yes.
And one of the incubations is Gameness, which is they are now speaking over there, Burak, on the other side, and they are like esport companies, etc. For anyone building, or do you want to come under the Singularity or ASI venture or incubation program, what are their benefits and what do you advise them to do before they come?
So we, as I was saying, we are an alliance. We have always been an open ecosystem, and we are even internally we behave in a way that we foster entrepreneurial culture and high quality founders and ideas. We've done that from internal, that's a spin-off exercise. And now we have taken that to market with an incubation program out of Singularity Ventures, as well as the launch of deep funding grants program that can help idea stage or MVP, POC/MVP stage projects with grants as far as they build on our ecosystem. So what we have done is created from idea to seed and Series A, the full pipeline of incentives and advisory or acceleration services that a founder needs to go to TG, as well as to Series A and Series B. So if one wants to approach, come talk to us. Check out deepfunding.ai for the grants. And we have an amazing team that can help out figuring out if there's a good match. What we require is as simple as figuring out a partnership with the ecosystem and coming on and building in ASI.
Thank you very much, Mario. This is Mario, guys, the co-founder of SingularityDAO, which is SFI now, right? SFI and the CFO for SingularityNET. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Eljo.
Thank you. Thank you so much. But just don't go just yet, because the audience wants questions. The audience wants to ask you questions. So please raise your hand. There was someone who, yes. Oh, sorry. There was the wrong hand. Please raise your hand if there was a question. I think there was either someone was passing. Were you the one?
And we have also one of the biggest supporters, Dr. Marwan. Yeah. He's the legend.
Yes, I'm sure that right now the audience will also follow Dr. Marwan to ask more questions. I'm sure of that. Oh, there is one question as well to specifically Mario, right? Or to Eljaboom.
Hello, thanks Mario for the invitation. I'm Tariq Geber, a professor from Salford University, specialized in...
We can't hear. If you can just put the mic.
Okay, like this? Like this? I don't know how to work. It works now? Okay. I'm Tariq Geber, professor from Salford University, specialized in cybersecurity and AI. Do you think that blockchain could solve the security of AI? I'm talking about the adversarial attacks, like poisoning attack to the training data and the evasion attack of the inference and the operation data. Thank you.
I didn't get all of it, but to summarize, can blockchain solve the cybersecurity/security problem at a data level from attacks like DDoS attacks or Sybil attacks? Is that the question?
No, not exactly, because there is a new threat targeting AI algorithms themselves. They called adversarial machine learning or adversarial attacks.
Right.
Maybe there are two broad type of attacks. One of them targeting the training phase when you are talking about the data. So I would believe maybe blockchain, if we secure the data while transmitted to the training phase, this blockchain could be. I'm not a specialist in blockchain like AI, but I'm not sure whether about the evasion attack, this is during the operation, when the algorithm really, take the raw data and then start making decision. So the R attacks could manipulate the AI system such that they, get the decision they want, not the decision the data would lead to.
I understand. So the data manipulation. So the question is, can blockchain solve it? Partially, yes. Blockchain can help. Should see, as we said during the interview, you should see blockchain as a tool for the AI economy. It does create frictions. Its latency is low and so on and so forth. So obviously always improvable, but you can look always at blockchain as that trusted execution environment that can provide a verification layer that can mitigate part of those problems. Always knowing that even the blockchain can be manipulated if it's a weak one, and that there's always a human or a machine component that comes from off-chain. So one has to make sure that the ingestion of data is clean up front. So you want to not only use blockchain, but also standardize the process and clean up the ingestion of data before it reaches the blockchain, because otherwise the blockchain can confirm toxic data if it gets recorded in a compatible way. So it is a tool, but it's not the only, it's not sufficient by itself. It also needs due process and oracleization and other tools.